fucking bad.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Yo, listen, this is the best Wrestling Alive Platinum match, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling podcast.
Hello everyone, this is Nunzio, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and you're watching We Are Wrestling podcast.
We Are Wrestling podcast. Check them out, man.
Stay tuned, listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie might teach you a thing or two.
We Are Wrestling. And if you don't listen to it, then it's one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Featuring your host, Best One Dog, Danny Huckins, Ring Circus, and Dan Ed. We are wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the We Are Wrestling Predictions Champion, the Best One Donnie here with...
What's going on, everybody? Danny Huckins here, man. 1/3 or 1/4, whatever way you want to look at it, of the We Are Wrestling podcast, man. We got hopefully a stacked show today. We got Elimination Chamber happening on Saturday, which we're going to be talking about that a lot in this episode. But before we get into that, what's going on, Ben?
Hey, what's going on? We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide. It's been 1/4 of the We Are Wrestling podcast. Yeah, Elimination Chamber predictions. We love these types of episodes where we just kind of dive into like what's going on for one big picture. So really, really excited about it. It's a nice kind of like relaxing kind of podcast where we get to talk about just one pay-per-view or PLE. Sorry. Still getting used to the link after all this fucking time. But I hope you guys are having a good day. But Donnie, what's good, man?
Not much, man. And honestly, what better week to have a predictions episode than this Wednesday? Because in our area, the New England area, we have been dealing with so much freaking snow. Had
Storms.
to shovel my driveway before getting on here with you,
He
Jen.
said 3 times.
3 times. I'm tired of it. Well, actually 4 times, because when we had
Yeah.
that bad storm, I was out there probably at least 3 or 4 times.
Talking about Sunday night, right? Going into Monday.
Awful. Awful. And then I even had to drive, which I'll talk about my travel weekend and all that in a moment. But we do have a stacked episode because today we are going to be giving our full predictions for WWE Elimination Chamber. But before we get into all that, if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac already and you're listening to this episode, wherever you get your podcasts, please leave us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode and give us a follow. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac already, over on the YouTube channel where you get the best pro wrestling content, live watch-alongs for all the WWE PLEs, including Elimination Chamber this Saturday. You get a live episode for podcast every Wednesday here on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Vlogs, reactions, everything pro wrestling, and you're not a part of the 1,000 of subscribers. We recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know the grind is real.
Yeah.
Grind is real.
I have nothing to do with that time. I couldn't think of fucking phrases at that point that I haven't used, so I just went with a random sound.
Well, at least you have like plenty of buttons on your little pad over there.
Yeah, for the sound effect, I always turn the reverb up so it's a little bit, open.
Yeah, so how was your guys' week? Danny, you weren't here last week. So let's catch up a little bit.
Life of a father, man. Things come up, had a meeting at one of the kids' schools that I had to attend to. Obviously, shit comes, before the podcast, unfortunately. But I'm back, man. I'm back. Nothing serious is going on. Just, you had to be a father for a minute, but I'm back.
What's up, Brad?
Well, I do hope that Matt Stryker's been teaching your kids very well in school.
Apparently not. One of them's using AI, so probably not.
Fucking AI.
One of
man.
them's using AI, and the other one has a packet that they got sent home from school. So you know what? Probably fucking not. But anyways,
What's going on with you, Rage? How's your week going so far?
it's been
'Cause,
good. I kicked off the end of last week with a
you're off to
fucking
Ohio
show.
in a couple nights.
Yeah. So I won't be here next week on the podcast, guys. I'm flying out to Ohio this Saturday, and then Wednesday, right after there, I'm flying from Ohio to LA, and then on the 8th, I fly from fucking California back to Ohio, and then on the 11th, I come back to Mass. So I'm be gone for a little bit, but you know
Rage
these guys
is
will
gonna
keep it
have
on.
a crazy travel day, man.
Crazy
You know,
travel fucking
gotta
week
make
at
them
that point, dude. I'm
towns.
flying everywhere else. Yeah, dude, I'm on tour.
Going on tour.
Gotta make them towns, brother.
Gotta
I'm on
make them
tour,
towns,
dog.
bro.
But nah, dude, it's been a good week. We kicked off the end of last week with a good show at Blitzkrieg Pro. So I mean, can't go wrong with the Blitzkrieg show. If you guys are in the Western Mass area or in the other surrounding areas of New England, you could probably catch a show. It's a fucking lit ass time. Other than that, like it's been pretty light, to be honest. I mean, I had a scary moment there where I came back home from the show. My PC wasn't working at all, but it got fixed, so we're good.
Damn.
That's good.
And other than that, it's been kind of, just getting ready for getting in the mindset to travel and see people again. So,
And I
other
feel
than
like
that,
that's always
it's
like a regular thing. Like whenever like you're traveling, you're about to go on a vacation or going somewhere. I feel like you usually keep it very low key until you go out. 'Cause that's
you
where
trying to
like,
get your battery not drained before you go
Yeah, you
out,
want-
you know?
yeah, you want to have that extra battery with you on your trip. So I
Absolutely.
get it.
Absolutely, dude. But how you doing, man, this week?
Doing pretty good. Blitzkrieg was a blast. Shout out to
Always is.
Jeremy and the entire Blitzkrieg locker room for
Thanks for the love too, man. It
for
was
the
lit.
love. Seriously.
We got a
Had
round
a
of applause
great
and everything. We got a chant, dude. I love it when we get
I
the
love
chants. The chants are the best because then I'm just like in my head, I'm like, EC Dub, EC Dub.
Dude, I feel like The Rock.
He's like, yeah, give a fucking hand for We Are Wrestling longtime sponsors. I was just like, EC Dub, EC Dub.
Yeah, because we are their longest
Yeah,
sponsor.
dude.
So Blitzkrieg showing us love. We had a great time.
It was great.
Vlog should be coming out hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So
Yep.
definitely stay tuned for that. Rage is actually working on it. But
Mhm.
man, what a show. What a good time. Got to catch up with Ricky Knows Best. We had Jungle Boy Jordan in the house. Myself, Rage. Just always having a good time because that's what it's all about when you go to these wrestling shows.
Oh,
And
dude,
we
it was
always encourage you
immaculate.
guys to support indie wrestling. And then, of
It's the
course,
future.
I did have a little bit of a travel day on Sunday. Went out
Fucking
to
crazy for
Queens,
that.
New York, for Salvatore Promotions. Very awesome promoter. Chris put on his first ever toy show, wrestling convention. And unfortunately, due to the storm that we got in the New England area, a lot of the wrestlers had to pull from the event. But I still went out there, met a couple wrestlers, checked out a lot of vendors' tables. I'm sure I'll have a vlog up over on my toy page. But
So,
besides shoveling a
quick
lot
question.
and doing some traveling, it's been a solid week.
So, question for you: how was it on the drive back? Because I know you were kind of skeeved about that too, and I was kind of like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But like, how was the drive back?
Not bad at all.
It wasn't.
Jungle
Okay.
Boy Jordan and I, we beat the snow.
Oh, dude,
because we
fuck
left
yeah.
at, I want to say we left at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we were out there, but obviously a lot of the people I needed to meet at this event were AEW guys. I was hoping
And a lot
to
of
meet
them couldn't come in,
Yuta.
right?
I was
Yeah.
hoping to meet some of the underrated ones like Blake Christian, Lee Johnson, but a lot of them got pulled because they were working Collision in California, I think San Diego,
Oh yeah.
on Saturday night. So the flights got canceled to go to New York.
Gotcha.
So now some of those guys are going to be going to Big Event New York, which obviously you guys know I'll be there. But I
Yeah.
also want to give a massive shout out to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs and best ones that I met. I thought that going into this, I was going to maybe see a few of the same people like Josh Toy Show and a couple of my other buddies.
Oh, you saw some new faces?
I saw a lot of new faces that came up to me
Nice.
because I was wearing my We Are Wrestling podcast hoodie, and they were
Nice.
telling me that love the pod, let Ben, Danny know. Like I said, hi. Also talking about my toy page, dude, I love your toy hunts. And then I even got to meet a fan that said I'm one of his favorite YouTubers, and that kind of got me.
Oh, that always
right there.
that always chokes you. Oh yeah, dude.
It did
always
choke
chokes
me
you.
for real. It did.
Yeah.
And I've never
It-
gotten that
it's-
before. So to get that, man, it did.
See,
hit
it's
me.
one thing to get it online, but it's another type of feeling to get that love to your face. So it's just, yeah, dude. I can only imagine how
real.
elated that must have felt.
It really did, and it makes it absolutely worth it, even if I wasn't able to meet who I wanted to. Just going out there, getting to meet some of the best ones, to get to meet some of the maniacs, always absolutely worth the trip, always.
Bro, I have to say this real quick before I forget, man. It almost seems like you're cursed in a little bit in some
You're
ways.
cursed a little bit. I can't wait to hear this.
Dan, how's it cursed?
I feel like this is like your third or fourth time this
Getting
close
cursed
to meeting
housing.
Wheeler Yuta.
Yes, bro! Wheeler Yuta keeps ducking me. I swear to God. I was telling Jungle Boy Jordan this like on the way there and on the way back.
This is like his fourth time trying to meet
And
him.
then Justin We Trust. I've been telling everybody this. Every opportunity I get, Philadelphia, I get to go meet John Cena. I find out that they're doing like a wrestling show the next day there. But of course, I'm leaving, so I can't meet Wheeler Yuta. Think of that New York. He was supposed to be there, I think, twice. He dodges me. But now I think the reason why he was trying to dodge me and every wrestling fan at that event is not because of the snowstorm. It's because he's afraid to show his bald head to the public.
That's so funny, though. That's so funny that Wheeler Yuta keeps ducking you, dude. That's so funny.
Yeah, I can meet big names like CM Punk and John freaking Cena.
But you can't meet a fucking Wheeler. You can't
I
meet a
can't meet
Paul
Wheeler Yuta.
Huber, bro.
Put his finger on my wall.
Dude, you know how much that confuses the fuck out of me? That Wheeler Yuta's real name is fucking Paul Huber.
He does look like a ball.
No, the fuck he don't. He looks like a Wheeler Yuta. He doesn't look like no Paul Huber. What the fuck? I'm like,
Dude,
here, I'm gonna invite my boy Paul Huber over, and you're expecting this like, at least like kind of like thicker statured white dude. Now you got this like fit ass Asian who wrestles on fucking AEW. It's like, what the fuck? Biggest plot twist.
Because back when we first started like the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel, Danny and I, we used to do like AEW Dynamite reviews. And around that time, I remember I hated Yuta when he was with Best Friends. I just didn't understand like why this guy is
Friends.
And then as soon as he
Wheeler
joined
Yuta
Jon
used to be
Moxley and
with,
Danielson, fell in love with him.
Where Yuta
Best Friends.
used
What
to be
the
with like
fuck?
Orange Cassidy had like a group called Best Friends, whatever. Rocky
I remember. It's just the some of these
Oh yeah, and
names
I was
are just.
speaking of Best Friends, I was
ridiculous.
supposed to meet Chuck Taylor too at this event, and he wasn't
Oh,
there.
what do you know?
Absolutely nuts.
So
but
I
we
just
do
wanted
have
to
some
mention that,
maniacs
man.
here.
You have some of the worst luck when it comes to Wheeler Yuta.
I know.
It's like he
Awful.
knows who you are, and you're like, "Fuck, man, I don't know if I can go to this event because I feel like he's there."
He probably watches my reactions to him, and I call him a little shit like Bryan Danielson used to. So that's probably why he's ducking me. But he is supposed to be at big event apparently this March. So let's see if that's going to happen. But I did hear some good news from my buddy and Justin We Trust, who travels a lot to like WWE events and goes to a lot of these wrestling conventions. One of my close friends. And apparently AEW Collision that weekend, a big event in New York, is going to be taped. So that means hopefully there's no AEW cancellations.
What month is it?
March 21st.
You better hope it doesn't fucking snow.
Yeah, you
Danny,
better fucking hope to God.
I'm gonna give you the option right now. If you want to excuse yourself from the podcast for saying that, go right ahead. Not even upset.
Hey man, I'm not the fucking groundhog, okay? I'm not the one that saw my shadow making it.
Well, when you're making comments like that, I think you are the fucking groundhog. I am tired of people mentioning the S
more
word.
snow next week, bro.
I don't want to hear that word.
So what's everybody's highlight of the week?
Well, before we get into our highlight of the week, we do got to get into the power.
Oh, power of the poll. Yes. Yeah. I can feel an explosion coming. So I was like, hey
I will
guys.
say this, Ray. I'm very surprised that fire is not put out from this cold weather that we've been getting in the snow.
All right.
It's the greatest thing about a fucking TV, man. You don't need a fire.
All right. Well, this week for our power of the poll, it's Elimination Chamber week. So we thought we'd ask you guys, what's your favorite Elimination Chamber spot of all time in a chamber match? And let's find out what the results are for this week's power of the poll.
Let's fucking do it. Yeah,
Here
dude.
are the results. And the
You stay doing that shit every time.
I got it. There's the graphic. And the winner is Rob Van Dam with the 5-star frog splash. 50% of you guys picked RVD, while 22% picked Goldberg, spearing Chris Jericho through the chamber. 20% picked Brock Lesnar FIing Austin Theory, and only 8% picked John Morrison jumping off the roof of the chamber.
Nah, the real winner is Damian Sandow, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know why I do
that shit is so fucking funny every time, dude. It's a fun, happy little botch. I mean, the F5, like, yeah, where like the height's impressive, you could still tell that Austin protected himself by landing feet first and doing a roll. So it's like it didn't really have much impact there, where some people would just take the fucking bump. I will go with RVD because like that hurts both people. When that is a monstrous fucking height. And that takes balls just to climb up there, let alone jump off it and then willingly land on somebody. Because again, anybody can get injured from the smallest fucking thing. We've seen Triple H break up a pin and tear his fucking quads. So if anybody's doing shit like this, you have to have some kind of set of cojones. So honestly, for me, out of these 4 that we've picked, I would have to agree that RVD's spot would probably be like the best one.
And it wasn't the first chamber match too.
Yeah.
Speaking of that Triple H spot, something similar happened on Raw this past Monday. But yeah, the RVD's frog splash, like, there's just something about it. Like every time he does it, he makes it seem like it's the most painful thing on the planet. Because like,
oh, dude, it's great.
He'll do it, land on somebody, and then he'll flip to the other side and he'll start like clenching his stomach.
Yeah,
whatever,
you got to sell it.
Yeah, but also too, there's a lot of impact with Rob Van Dam's 5-star frog splashes because he puts the knees up, so you get more of that impact, like from like his torso on.
From like the second wind, and then it just slams down, dude. Yeah, so there's a lot of impact. Like that's just like raw body weight at that point, and whatever you can cushion the last second.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree.
But honestly, like I do agree with Rob Van Dam winning this. I just feel like John Morrison, that spot deserved a little bit more love.
Yeah. I would have dropped Brock Lesnar's F5. I would have dropped Brock Lesnar's F5 by at least another 10% and given it to fucking Morrison. So, because all it is an F5 off the top of a fucking pod. Like it's, and again, just with Austin, yeah, he's the king of selling, but you can only do so much from that height, and he just looked a little too protected when he went down. So But
also, like the modern chamber is a lot more protected than the old school chamber.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh yeah.
I do agree with Goldberg, Spear, and Jericho, like getting second place here because that old chamber, like everything was more legit. Like the chains were more like painful, the glass was more real, and like even just the metal that was like on like the chamber itself, like wasn't cushioned at all.
Yeah, they went from actual like stunt glass to fucking plastic. So even Brock kicking open the pod door wasn't even impressive at that point. A child could do that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But gotta love the Elimination Chamber. Gotta love the crazy spots. But for next week's Pump Power of the Poll, it is up now. Let's see if I botched it on my overlay here.
I feel like
I did. Wow, look at that. Good thing
I feel like you're just secretly trying to get the podcast on Botchamania at this point.
Hey, it would give us some more exposure, you know what I'm saying? But next week's Pump Power of the Poll, we're asking you guys, what's the most iconic WWE chant? Ben, you can actually answer this because you won't be here next week. The four options, wait, before you answer, for the audio listeners out there, the 4 options you have that you can vote on for next week's Pump Power of the Poll is Kurt Angle, you suck, Stone Cold, what, Ric Flair, woo, or Daniel Bryan's, yes.
Okay, so before I answer it, if I even fucking can, you did a dirty job here, man, because this is genuinely hard. Because these are all, like, stupidly iconic. Like, all of these are stupidly fucking iconic. Like, you can't really choose one when it comes to this one, because they're all kind of fucking equal. Like, yeah, some obviously have been around longer, but regardless of the fact, it doesn't make them less iconic and less powerful. I mean, fuck, I can't choose one, but if you're making me...
Gun to your head, have to pick one.
If I had to pick one, fuck. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with "You Suck" for Kurt Angle, just because, dude, it turned out as something funny, but it changed over the years and in seasons. You know, like sometimes it'd be pointed at Kurt, sometimes it was at his opponent. Like it just. I don't know. Like, it was just one of those things that just worked and just became a thing. Like, it didn't happen when Sergeant Slaughter had the theme song for a little bit there. So, it just... For anybody that didn't know, Sergeant Slaughter used to have Kurt Angle's theme song. But yeah, no, I would have to go with You Suck, Kurt Angle. And I feel like not only does it just resonate more with me, just because like that was like the era, I guess, was like early 2000s until he was gone.
We grew up when Kurt Angle just started in the WWF.
I found the Yes Chance to be super annoying until Daniel Bryan actually like hit his finisher with his running knee. Like that's like the one time I enjoyed it, but just the crowd doing it all the time, like it just kind of got annoying with me. So like for me,
that's how I feel with the what, but I'm not gonna go into.
That's how I feel about the what too, which is why I'm like, you know, fucking Ric Flair was just coked out. So it was just funny. Like it became a fucking thing.
It's still a thing though at wrestling shows.
It is.
Like,
it is.
Like,
well, Shark keeps it alive too.
Of the arena, and you'll yell "woo!" and then like you'll hear it from the other side, "woo!"
Especially during like chops and shit, you hear it all the fucking time.
All the fucking time.
But yeah, I'm gonna stand on it firm. I'm gonna go with Kurt Angle.
All right, well, guys, if you want to cast your vote, you can do that right now. You have until next Tuesday night to get your vote in. And you can go to the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel, go to our post. And
get your vote in.
1 week to vote. Yeah, get your vote in, because if you disagree with what the Maniacs say and you didn't vote, guess what? Your opinion does not matter. All right, well, for We Are Wrestling Podcast 200, which is right around the corner, we're bringing in former WWE superstar Zach Gowen to the live episode of the We Are Wrestling Podcast, which will be taking place Wednesday, March 18th. And we'll be doing a special interview with him. We really hope that this turns out to be a huge success, because we would love to bring in more former WWE guys on the show.
That'd be cool.
Couple more plugs here. Blitzkrieg Pro over the weekend. What a time. Look at that. With our boy, Sammy Diaz, top 5, dead or alive. Jungle Boy Jordan, Ricky Knows Best, Rage, and myself having a ball, having a great time at Blitzkrieg, which you can watch the replay now on IWTV. We Are Wrestling will be posting our sponsored match that took place over the weekend with Harley Hudson versus Notorious Mimi. It was supposed to be Isla Dawn versus Mimi, but due to the weather that was happening, Isla Dawn had to pull out from Blitzkrieg. So luckily, TNA Knockout, Harley Hudson came in, and they put on a very solid match, which you can check out on IWTV right now, or you can watch the replay over on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel.
Yeah, dude.
ProWrestlingTees.com. Get your We Are Wrestling is Unreal shirt. They are available now on Pro Wrestling Tees. And then, of course, we have to talk about Blitzkrieg Pro's next upcoming show, The Meaning of Times, which will be taking place Saturday, March 14th.
The meanest of times.
The meanest of times. Saturday, March 14th in Enfield, Connecticut. It's going to be a good show. We have Bear Bronson, the newest member of the system, TNA star Rich Swann, and We Are Wrestling will be sponsoring 2 matches on this card. And we have a women's match right here. Becca, another Becca match.
On God.
Love Becca. So we, of course, had to get ourselves another Becca match.
Dog, quick fucking shout out to the match with her and fucking...
On God. I have a hot bod.
And this fucking dude is screaming it at the fucking crowd.
That was Alan, right? That was screaming.
No, that was fucking TJ Crawford.
Yeah,
yeah. Whenever when they were doing the mixed tag team, and he was like singing the song with her, and he would just scream the fucking shit at people.
Dude, TJ Crawford's a legend, man. He's the Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, the fuck he is, dude.
I swear.
And I loved their tag team. So yeah, dude, Beck is somebody to like really like look out for somebody that's coming up. Like she could do some great things in the business, dude.
Seriously.
That's a heel you need.
You already know. We're sponsoring the main event match.
Yeah,
for the
dude.
Championship. Sammy Diaz will be defending the title against Charles Mason, who issued the challenge to Diaz after their crazy tornado tag match that took place at the last show. But guys, go support indie wrestling. And We Are Wrestling will be in the house Saturday, March 14th for the meanest of times. Almost botched that again. Damn it. I need to stop with these botches. Awful. All right, now, Ben, we can get into the highlight of the week.
God, it's definitely between Blitzkrieg. Honestly, as much as I love Blitzkrieg, just gave them their flowers. It has to be AJ Styles fucking tribute show, just for seeing everybody, you know, like one of his first, I think, what, WCW tag team
That was
fucking partners.
Air Raid.
Yeah, and then you got Abyss showing up, and to whoever fucking polished off Kane's wig so he can make an appearance as the GOAT and deserves a raise. And then seeing, you know, the Good Brothers back for a little bit there, you know, like it just, and then seeing the all TNA fucking like alumni just like taking a picture in the ring with AJ and shit, like that.
Rudy Charles.
Yeah, then you got Shinsuke. Like, dude, it was cool. It was really cool. And then for obviously what we're going to be talking about, like him getting inducted this year at WrestleMania, or well, before WrestleMania, as the class of 2026. Like, that's huge, man. That is fucking huge. And it was an actual surprise. Nobody told him, which is honestly fucking awesome.
And if people don't believe that it isn't a surprise, if you go back into WWE's YouTube channel and you could actually watch like AJ Styles,
you can see the light go into his eyes, bro.
No, there's one part where he's hugging Robert Roode, and you could hear AJ Styles like clearly through the camera. Did you know about this with the Hall of Fame? Like,
yeah,
you could hear AJ saying that, so like you could tell that was 150% genuine. And
dude,
I love that they do
fucking,
that for Hall of Fame inductions.
And I love that Undertaker is like the person that like goes to tell people now if they're like, yeah, dude.
So glad it wasn't Triple H.
I love that it's like Undertaker's thing. Like he went from fucking you know, the Phenom, the Dead Man, to the Guardian of the Hall of Fame. It's fucking hilarious. But
taking holes and taking souls,
dude. Yeah, now he inducts souls. I will say that this feels incredibly deserved, because nobody deserves that spot, I feel like, right now more than AJ and obviously Stephanie. Like both of them right now are at the top of the class for me that genuinely deserve this.
Stacked class so far.
I will say, dude, like, yeah, it's good seeing AJ get some flowers, and like he's not going anywhere else. Like he's gonna be fucking either backstage at WWE or he's gonna be being a full-time dad. Like it's kind of cool that, you know, he's ending it in his prime. You know, like before it gets too bad. You know, like everybody knows, especially with, you know, him talking about it multiple times, that, you know, he's not operating in the same high regards that he holds himself at. You know, and I guess he's got neck issues going on too, and he told Carl Anderson that he's leaving because his neck is just hurting too bad for it now. And it's like, dude, at that point, you did it all, man. Like you literally became a world champion in every single fucking promotion you've been a part of. Like you can hang it up now, man. Like he is the GOAT. AJ is the GOAT.
He obviously was the John Cena of TNA.
Ultra decorated. Yes, the fuck he was. The face that runs the place.
New Japan Pro Wrestling run.
Yeah.
And I know Ricky could probably go on a 10-minute like spiel about AJ Styles' New Japan run.
Do I think that AJ could have gone to AEW earlier on in his career? Probably. I feel like that if he'd started there,
he would have done it.
If he had gone there instead of WWE first, I feel like he would have gone there for like 3 years and then ended in WWE. But regardless, he didn't need it. You know, like it's not anything, you know, slightish against them, because a lot of his friends are there, and I feel like he would put on some banger matches. But respect to him for just kind of knowing when the end of the road is, you know, and just it's not very often that you get to see a wrestler, you know, hang up their boots in the prime shape that they are now, and while they could still be who they are and not give you anything less. So you know, that goes into, again, him just being like TNA's John Cena. Like, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, you know, and it's cool that we got to see John do the same thing. So, again, just nothing but props to AJ Styles, man. And
it really is cool. And I'm assuming, Danny, like, this is also your highlight of the week as well.
I actually have two. I have one non-wrestling related, and I have one that's obviously going to be AJ
Okay, start with the one that's not.
I am going to see Scream 7 on Friday morning, and I can't fucking wait.
Stoked for you, dog.
You guys
know
me when it comes to horror movies.
Yeah, stoked for you, dude.
So I'm really happy about that.
I like that.
And yes, I do agree. You know, AJ Styles Hall of Fame induction, like his whole tribute or whatever. Raw as a whole wasn't that good of a show, but I feel like that made up for a lot of it. You know, because that entire show was pretty much centered around AJ Styles in a way.
Yeah.
And like I remember like coming home in like 2002 from school, and this was like when I first discovered TNA. It was on here in Mass. We have a channel. It's not ESPN. It's like NESN or something like that. It was like a channel that the Boston Celtics used to play on all the time.
Oh, it was like one of the local stations. I know what you're talking about.
And I remember coming home around 4:00, and wrestling was on, but it wasn't WWE. I was like, what is this? You know, I had a 6-sided ring, and it was different. Turned out to be TNA, like the early stages of TNA. And that's really when like I did.
Well,
get
if
introduced
that
to-
wouldn't have been 2002. That was probably like 2005 because that's when
No.
they first had the six. Or no, it was 2004 with the six-sided ring.
It had to be like 2003, 2004, somewhere around there.
It had to be 04 because they had
It was like, you know, they were on. It was on
Asylum
from, like,
days. They had the four-sided ring, which was
It was
from
on from like
2002 to
it was on
2004.
from like 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. You know, it was a pre-taped episode or whatever, just like a random hour thing or whatever that they did, and that was like really when I first got introduced to guys like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Abyss,
Same.
you know, Eric Young, and a lot of these
2005 for
guys
me.
or whatever.
Yep, same
You
here.
know, so like AJ Styles, he is like the definite, like when you look up pro wrestler in the dictionary, like you should honestly see his picture. Like AJ Styles is this generation's, you know, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, like I mean, the guy is just it. I don't even know what else to say. Like he's
the
him,
GOAT, bro.
You know?
Yeah, the
Pretty
GOAT.
He's legendary, man. And of course, like for me, there's no bigger highlight than what they did on Monday Night Raw. Absolute class act by the WWE. A lot of the times on our wrestling podcast, we give WWE shit for their lack of creative direction. We give a lot of shit to Triple H. We give a lot of shit to a lot of the wrestlers because the product isn't the same that it once was. But we also like to acknowledge the positives, the good. And I feel like WWE, they deserve to be acknowledged here on how they handled AJ Styles' retirement episode of Monday Night Raw. Because I thought they did a great job bringing in his buddies. They brought in friggin' his WCW tag team partner, for crying out loud, who's not even really doing conventions or anything.
It would have been real cool to see Samoa Joe, though.
It would have been so
It would have been super cool.
Is
Oh,
he
that
that
would
random
be
white
amazing.
dude that he hugged in the middle of the ring?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all.
I was like trying to think, like, who the fuck
Yeah,
is
second
this
half of
guy?
Air Raid.
Air Raid. Yeah.
Like, I had no idea who he was.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
one of his like
also-
OGs,
And also,
bro.
I wish that Christopher Daniels was there as well.
Yeah.
Because that was one of AJ's like best rivalries of all time.
Oh,
dude.
absolutely.
I
At this
love
point, you would have just like invited the whole fucking old school
Yeah.
TNA locker
Well,
room.
what I loved about the retirement ceremony was you got some WCW in there. You got a lot of the OG TNA guys. And then, of course, you did get some WWE people during his run. Getting to see Omos was kind of cool, even though, like, not the biggest Omos fan out there. Still teamed with him for a little bit and a really hard time watching wrestling.
It was kind of cool seeing him again, though.
But it was cool.
You know?
He's doing good work in AAA.
Dude, I'm saying, like, when he comes back to WWE television, though, he's going to be a different monster now. And I'm kind of stoked for him because, like, one of my favorite episodes of Chris Van Vliet's podcast was actually with Omos. Like, it really, like, opened my eyes to, like, what kind of person he is, too. And I'm just like, damn, I really want him to succeed. But anyways,
Bro, the guy
back
has
to what we
a
were talking about.
TikTok
But
where
back
he
to-
reviews cologne.
I love that.
But,
Anyways,
But I will say, like, back to
I'll
what I
check
was
that out.
saying, though, I loved what they did for AJ Styles throughout the show. And it was just such a class act by WWE, surprising him with the induction for the Hall of Fame. Getting to see his family was very beautiful. Like, AJ's speech, like, it just felt right. Timing is everything in the business. Like, he started in WWE, Royal Rumble 2016, had his
10
last
years.
match 10 years later, 2026 Royal Rumble. AJ Styles is the phenomenal one, and we are a wrestling podcast. We want to thank AJ Styles for everything he did in the business. And I feel like the modern day superstars wouldn't be who they are without AJ Styles. I think
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a lot
dude.
of wrestlers in AEW, WWE,
Will Ospreay wouldn't be
TNA,
Will Ospreay without AJ.
independent circuit. They all take something from the phenomenal one. And
Oh,
that tells
absolutely.
you how much of an impact he's had, not only on his fans, but the wrestlers and the future stars of tomorrow.
He's a
Guys
goat
like
that got
TJ
no
Crawford
fucking
and,
contra.
Sammy Diaz, man. Like,
Yeah, dude, fucking
And Diaz,
AJ's.
when I did my interview with him, the one person he said was his dream opponent, somebody who he was inspired to become a pro wrestler. It was AJ Styles.
Yeah,
It's
I gotta
his
say,
guy.
man. Yeah, like AJ is the goat, and he's got no controversy. Like that dude is literally just the goat. Like he's your standard. Like he really is. Like I would go above and even say above John Cena. Like he's like the standard professional wrestler. And I feel like
Professional wrestler,
AJ.
John Cena, sports entertainer.
I wouldn't even say that. Well, like sports entertainer, yeah, especially in terms of promos. John got that, but when it comes to the ability and the overall grit of what wrestling is, I got to go with AJ.
Mount Rushmore inside the ring.
He is like he needs to be on everybody's Mount Rushmore. like he needs to take a spot. Whether
Well, when it comes to
you're a
in-ring,
fan or not, he still needs to be on your fucking Mount Rushmore because
He is on
AJ is literally the best.
he is on Ricky's. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But AJ Styles, man, congratulations on getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And just what a class act by WWE here, doing this whole
Taker,
tribute show
too.
for AJ Styles.
Yeah, what do you guys I want to ask you a quick question before we move on. What do you guys think about Undertaker's new role now as like sort of like the guy now, like whenever somebody's gonna be getting inducted in the Hall of Fame, he's like the
Love
you know, he did it with Stephanie, he did it with AJ.
But
Love it.
I literally told you how I felt about it when I was talking.
Ben
about
already
it.
said it, but I'll answer the
Yeah,
question.
bud.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
Because
it's the
Undertaker
greatest.
for years, and
They're finally
so
letting
many
him be
different
him.
eras, in so many different eras of professional wrestling, he was the locker room leader. He was the WWE. So for him to say, AJ, you're going to be getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, there's nobody else that's going to make that moment feel more special
I feel like
for an
now, if
individual than the Undertaker.
I wonder if like Undertaker went back to the Phenom, it'd probably be a little strange because I'm so used to just like American Badass, especially in his older
American
age
Badass
now.
Undertaker.
I feel like
kinda
it'd be
the mix-up
strange.
too. I
Yeah.
like what they do with him.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm kind
They
of
still give him his
surprised that he
gong.
uses
Mhm.
I'm kind of surprised that he uses Kid Rock's song instead of Rolling by Limp Bizkit.
It's TKO and it's America. That's why.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
I guarantee he would fight if he cracked beers like Stone Cold. It'd be Bud Light. But anyways, I digress.
All right. Well, with that being said, I think it's time to get into the WWE Elimination Chamber 2026 full predictions here.
Let's do it.
And the way we like to do this, just a disclaimer, if this is your first time listening to the We Are Wrestling podcast or joining us live on a Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Wednesday, the way we like to do things, we don't just go on, talk about the match, and say, all right, we have this guy winning next. We actually like to talk about the storyline. We like to talk about the build-up. We like to go in depth about each match and just the whole build-up itself. And then, of course, we do pick a winner. The We Are Wrestling Predictions Championship will not be defended because, unfortunately, WWE, there's only 4 matches on the card, and some could say very predictable. So it doesn't make things fun with the championship on the line. So that's why we save those for the big 5. But we do have 4 matches here. And before we get into them, what's your thoughts on the build-up from Rumble to Chamber?
It could be better.
Good, bad, or meh?
I would say mid. Like there's some highlights, but there's also some very low points. So I don't know. I want to see what you guys think first.
I will say,
I'm stoked about Finn and fucking CM Punk. I will say that though.
yeah, I kind of like what they're doing, although extremely predictable. Like especially with how they're building up.
At least
You
they're
know,
giving
CM Punk
Finn
versus
Balor main
Roman.
event shit. So I can't complain too hard, you know.
What I'm hoping that this is gonna lead into a face turn for Finn Balor. I
likely.
feel like
Yeah.
I feel like 2026 is gonna be like sort of like a breakout year for Finn.
It's a
Balor.
redemption arc.
Because it's
Redemption
sort of
arc,
like-
yes. That's the
We were supposed to get that in
perfect term.
2025. We didn't get it, but like from January to now, like Finn Balor's been doing probably some of the best work of the last 5 years at least.
Agree.
Yeah.
So, it's been relatively mid. A lot of the qualifying matches were fun. I loved what Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes did in the last qualifying match or whatever.
Me too.
I was kind of surprised that Trick Williams actually advanced, but like the guy's over as fuck.
Oh my God. I've been watching all of his media
Lemon
work this
pepper
past week.
steppers.
The lemon pepper steppers. Oh man, Danny, I was talking about this with Ben last week on the show. I've been just like saying this to my fiance, like every time I'm wearing like a new pair of shoes or something.
Just
I'm
the
just
lemon
like,
pepper
"You like-
steppers.
You like my blue lemon pepper steppers?
Stupid fucking asshole. I'm sorry.
Dude, I've been
How is
watching
she still
all
with
his-
you after that?
All his freaking media work I've been watching, and that's also been a highlight for me as well this week because he is
Whoa, that
handling
trick.
himself like a professional,
Yeah, dude.
and he is
Dude's
going to be
killing
the
it.
face of WWE. I think
He's riding the fucking pop. Oh,
Yeah.
I will give you that. He's riding the high, and I love it. I love to see it. We do love some
Yeah,
Trick
and-
Willie.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw it because
So
they
good.
did it during like it was like
Fucking
one of
God,
one of
dude.
those interviews that they conduct during the commercial, or whatever. But he did an interview
Over.
on Monday.
It's more
I
than
watched
over,
it.
dude.
Pretty fire.
Oh, I watched it, dude. I cannot believe how fast he is rising, and I'm all for it. This is what happens when you let a person sink or swim. And this is something that I feel like WWE needs to do more of. Stop letting these wrestlers wear these fucking life jackets. Take him off, let him sink in the water, or let them swim. Because
Yes,
guess
Donnie.
what? Trick Williams and Obafemi right now are fucking swimming with the sharks, making the sharks their bitches.
Yes, Donnie.
Straight up. I love everything they're doing with Trick Williams right
This
now.
has really nothing to do with the Elimination Chamber. My prediction is he takes the U.S. title off of Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania.
That'd be dope.
I said that during the beginning of
And to fucking see the fucking U.S. title finally getting defended at Mania would be fucking gold. Like, it's been years at this point, I feel like.
yeah.
Hey, Trick
Or
and
at least
Melo,
since it was memorable.
they
Shit.
do have some history there. And I'm
Yep.
sure a main event
Oh,
topic
yeah.
for next week's pod when Danny and I take over for episode 198. I think it is going to be a potential WrestleMania card where we're going to have to come up with our WrestleMania card because we're going to get a lot of answers at Elimination Chamber with what's going to take place. The real road to WrestleMania starts at Chamber.
Oh, yeah, because we already got the
wow.
first half. It's Rumble and fucking Elimination Chamber that really sets up the entire story.
Oh, for sure. But I will say the build-up, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I do like the women's chamber, and I do like the men's chamber who's in those matches.
Same.
I do like that. The qualifying matches, some of them were very predictable, while others, there was some little surprises in there that definitely caught me off guard, which I liked because I thought Charlotte Flair was guaranteed to go inside the chamber, and that's not the case at all. Kiana James pulled an upset, which I really did like, and she's starting to get on the radar of a lot of people, and I've been on her radar since getting up to the main roster. But, dude, I thought the build-up for
You've been on her radar, so she knows Best One Donnie? Like, that's on her radar?
I wish.
Yeah.
She probably has a
But
fucking blown up picture of you on the wall that she looks at every night before she goes to sleep.
Yeah, saying, don't let this guy approach. He got
fucking funny. Hilarious. I just think that overall, like with the chamber build-up, there's some matches that I know we're going to get into. We're all going to probably agree to disagree that I'm not a fan of. But I think overall, it wasn't as bad as it could be. But my biggest thing I always say,
I actually like him.
In all of these WWE PLE predictions is give me more fucking matches.
I feel like we're just dwindling. Soon it's going to be like a one-match kind of deal, like a fight that happens every 7 months.
Why does TNA have, like, AEW does
TKO, dude.
matches.
You know what match should have been added to this card?
TNA is just right. You get 7
Even though there's absolutely no story to it, you know what match should have been added to this card?
What match, Danny?
Rusev versus Obafemi.
Yes! That's a good way to
that would've been
expose
cool.
Obafemi.
That would have been cool.
Also, I suggested in one of my reaction videos this past Monday on Raw, they should have had the Usos defend the tag titles against maybe Austin Theory and Logan Paul or something.
That would have gave us 6 matches.
Exactly. Like, I want 6 or 7 matches on my pay-per-views or PLEs. Is that too much to ask for?
Yeah, unless it's a fucking double weekend, then no.
Could you
imagine
it's
too much.
Fucking spending fucking $800 for a ticket and the WWE only giving you like 4 matches?
They're all predictable.
Bullshit.
You just get to see it in person. Nah, dude.
And they
I'm
wonder
good with
why
that.
they're not selling tickets. They wonder why.
Yeah. But the build has been overall mid, and I'm pretty sure we all agree.
Yeah, I think we're all really just waiting for WrestleMania. And also, it doesn't help either that last year's Chamber, they put a lot of stock, a lot of time into it, which is why I think a lot of us are just not as excited because it just seems like they're putting a little bit more energy into WrestleMania this year than the Chamber.
And they're barely doing that.
Don't forget what happened at the Chamber last year.
Well, that was last year. So
yeah, no, but that's what I was trying to say, Danny. Like last year's Chamber, they had a big ending. Like it's going to be very hard to top. And both Chamber matches were solid. But now, with that being said, let's get into our matches. And we do highly encourage all 15 of you guys that are watching this live right now to interact in the live chat because you guys are being way too damn quiet right now. So we hope that you guys can interact with us throughout the matches because we'll talk about our opinion And then, of course, we'll pick a winner, and then we'll hear what you guys have to say in the live chat. So, to start things off with our opening match, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber match. The winner of this will go on to WrestleMania to face Jade Cargill for her Women's Championship. Unfortunately, Kiana James versus Asuka versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Alexa Bliss versus Rhea Ripley versus Tiffany Stratton.
So I mean, it seems fun because everybody in this match is like kind of like relatively, I guess, fresh because we haven't really seen all of them together in a long time. I mean, I saw the leak. I don't know if you guys did that. Rhea Ripley's the one likely to win it because they're gonna hopefully establish a triple threat angle at Mania. So, I think we're gonna get a lot of cool spots. We might get like a Twisted Bliss off the top of the fucking pod. We might get some kind of fucking shit from Asuka. It seems like it's gonna be a fun match ultimately, but in terms of is it gonna wow the audience? Possibly in like obviously a spot fest, but in terms of a story, I mean, I don't really see much coming of it. It's just one of those whoever wins, and we're gonna see a triple threat get established. So I don't know. What's you guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I pretty much agree. Like, these matches are nothing but for spot fest or whatever. They very rarely have any story going into them.
Not anymore.
This is pretty
That
much
we
just like,
kinda know
how do
right
we,
now.
we have two champions, for each side or whatever, how do we get, the winner of the Rumble obviously picks one, and then how do we get, somebody for the other champion or whatever. I like the Women's Chamber. It has solid competitors in there. Some would say a little bit too predictable because obviously, Rhea Ripley is the favorite to win because of how massive she is as a superstar, and I kind of do.
It's gonna bring eyes to the Jade match, and I think that's more for Jade.
I do think Jade Cargill would, have a decent Mania appearance with somebody like Rhea Ripley.
I feel so bad for
Rhea
Rhea.
Ripley's one of those people that I feel like she could have a 5-star match with a pillowcase.
Is it sad that like I've been waiting for this match for fucking years and I'm not even excited for it because of like how much of a fucking train wreck Jade Cargill is now, and I'm embarrassed about my fucking hype for her.
Jade Cargill shouldn't even be having an NXT takeover match, let alone a WrestleMania match.
She's using this as a stepping stone to get to movies, dude.
Performance Center match. She should be in the Performance Center having matches.
Yeah,
right
not even NXT, dude. Actually, yeah. Well, actually, no. Put her back in the PC and then bring her to the NXT and then have her work her way back up.
Put her on LFG.
Nah, fuck that. Put her on fucking Not even as a judge.
Put her on Evolve on Tubi. I don't know how you have. I don't know how you have people like Sol Ruka and Lola Vice on NXT, but you have somebody like Jade Cargill on the main roster.
Well, Sol Ruka's getting called up, so they couldn't put her in the match, unfortunately.
I think they want to wait until after Mania to put Sol Ruka up on the main roster.
Yeah, I think.
Well, no, because at TakeOver, they're going to have her versus Zarya.
Okay.
They've been doing this on and off relationship, and
that
she finally
sense.
turned on her to this.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. But yeah, Sol Ruka will be coming after Mania. Probably Raw after Mania.
Yeah, that's what I think.
The big players go there.
Now, who do we want to win this match?
Hold on a minute. I didn't even share my opinion yet.
Yeah, what the fuck, Danny? Yeah, what the fuck, Danny?
What about me? The guy who took your fucking title.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I'm going to blow up a picture of you hanging on my wall. Do not let this guy into conventions.
Oh, I thought you were going to put a picture up and do some inappropriate things, but I'm glad that
I will.
do the second option.
Oh, yeah. Ben will. He'll hang you right next to the fireplace.
Right next to the fireplace.
Yep.
But I will say this. I do like all 6 women that are in this chamber match. And I do think that Kiana James is going to have a really strong performance in this match. And I think that she's really going to get a lot of eyes on her. I think she's going to have a couple big spots in the match.
Yeah.
Because we're finally starting to see how capable she is of what she could do inside the ring. And I do think maybe we set up something with Kiana, Tiffany, and possibly like Chelsea at WrestleMania. So I can see them doing something there with those two. Asuka, I have really no idea what they're doing with her in this match. Raquel Rodriguez, same thing, because I feel like she's going to get involved with Liv Morgan and Stephanie going into the WrestleMania match. Alexa Bliss, I am curious to see how she does, because they have been creating that tension with her and Charlotte Flair a little bit. And I thought Charlotte Flair was going to be in here. And if she was in here, I would probably be going back and forth between Rhea and Charlotte. But I just think, like, out of the 6, it's going to be Rhea Ripley because, like, when I think about all 6 of these women, who is obviously going to be on the WrestleMania card?
Rhea.
There's no way we're not going to have a WrestleMania without Rhea Ripley on it.
Oh,
especially
dude, yeah, no.
healthy.
Especially having fucking Bianca Belair out.
And also, it confirms, too, why Io Sky's not in this match. Because they know that Rhea's going to win, so they don't want to take anything away from Io.
Fact.
Even though I wish she was in it.
You know what I kind of wish they would have done, though? I kind of wish that Charlotte was in this match. That way we could have had some kind of interaction between her and Alexa, and it could have sort of like drifted them apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I agree 100%. But who do we have as our final answer? Who's winning?
Rhea.
I think Rhea's gonna win, but I would love if they swerved us and fucking Kiana James won, bro. She when she picked up fucking Nia Jax and gave her that fucking slam, I was like, holy shit. Like, this chick is like the real deal.
She's good.
Yeah. What's your answer?
So my answer is Rhea Ripley, but I do think Kiana James has a strong performance, and I do
absolutely.
think after Chamber, she is going to turn on Julia, and I think at WrestleMania we get that match for the U.S. title. Kiana James is going to win her first belt.
So now that we're done with the women's match, can I ask you guys a question? Something that I don't think any of us considered.
Yeah, what's up?
Unless you guys have talking about it at some point and I missed it. But this mystery box that says don't open till the chamber. Could this be somebody that's replacing somebody in the chamber?
I don't know. We'll get into the box after the next match.
Because like when we opening the box on fucking Elimination Chamber, like there has to be some big thing happening. If there isn't, I'm kind of shook.
I feel like
I'm hoping,
before
but
the men's chamber.
Yeah, so it's like
Danhausen?
that would be fucking great, dude.
100%.
That'd be fucking great. Give me a kiss. Yeah, dude.
That was a good one.
Dude. Oh,
Bro,
dude.
can you imagine WWE selling fucking jars of teeth?
Dude, they would. They've been super fucking interested in him for fucking months now, dude.
I'm actually gonna.
You don't get to be on the road with Pepsi Phil.
But like again, like, do you think that do you think that box, if it's not Danhausen, obviously, which God, I'm praying it is, but if it's not, and it's a big debut or a return, do you think that they are going to have something to do with the match?
No.
You think that there's no coinciding the match or anything? Because like it has to be a big fucking thing, man, because they wouldn't be pumping the shit up, and obviously it's a person in there. If it's not, I swear to God.
Oh man, you never know with the WWE, but it's got to be Danhausen. I
would love it.
He is still on the AEW roster page as of right now with this recording.
So
Jericho is as well.
I know, but Jericho's also making up for time, so he's just letting that motherfucker burn out. Everybody already knows he's gone.
Who says that Tony Khan's not gonna add time on Danhausen's contract? He hasn't been used on TV in like almost 2 years.
And but that's the thing. That's a Tony problem. He can't put time on him for fucking not using him. The fuck.
But Danhausen has been already in lockdown for a while, which is why I have a feeling that the contract with AEW is officially up like in the next couple days.
Oh,
probably
absolutely.
Saturday, the day of the show.
Probably.
Because it's got to be Danhausen inside that box, but we'll get into
that'd be dope.
People were speculating that it was going to be Jericho. Because
I would love that.
When Jericho debuted in '99, it was in Chicago, so the whole tie-in, there.
It makes sense. It makes fucking sense, but I'm not holding my breath. So
all I know is the IWC. I want them to hope it is Chris Jericho, because if it is Danhausen that comes out of that box, they're going to be so fucking pissed.
I love it.
I'm honestly going to get a laugh out of it, and I've not gotten a laugh out of a WWE thing in a very long time.
Think of how many people that are WWE fans though that have no idea who the fuck Danhausen is. You know what I mean? Like, there's gonna be a lot of people.
They're gonna
who
know.
The fuck is this?
Oh, they're gonna know. But yeah, so inside the box. What is our final prediction on who's inside the box?
I'm not doing that. I'm not touching that. I just wanted to know something else. No, I'm not touching that. I'm not predicting what's in a fucking box, dude. I hope it's Danhausen.
I got Danhausen.
I hope it is.
Danhausen.
Like, that'd be fucking dope. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that, but he's not. I don't feel like Danhausen is super build-up worthy of that. If that makes any sense, for something this big at Elimination Chamber to have this huge debut, like unless they're turning him serious and he can do some actual damage, I don't know how that would boost ratings. And obviously, this is something they're trying to boost ratings with. So I don't know.
He is marketable.
He'll be on Raw and SmackDown, fucking with the G.
Yeah, no, I know that, but again, yeah, either or. I have no
Wilson.
prediction.
Oh, give it to me, Nick Aldis. Give it to
God, and give him the fucking win too.
Can you imagine fucking Nick Aldis walking into his fucking his office on Friday or whatever?
Like, Nick Aldis, give me a curse. He's like, Jesus, what the fuck? I thought I smoked cabbage.
Just seeing fucking
Josh Boycho has Danhausen.
Just seeing a pile of teeth right next to his fucking.
If you don't say Danhausen, you're cursed.
Also, like, what if it's like Sheamus or something?
That'd be stupid as fuck.
Yeah,
I would turn the fucking TV off right there.
Keith Lee.
That would be dope, but it would make no sense. I'd be happy to have him back, but I'd be like, what the fuck was this?
I did hear from Sean Ross Sapp that Keith Lee we're gonna be seeing him sooner rather than later. But I mean, he hasn't been
2
on
years.
TV in 2 years, so
Crazy. But let's get back to the program with our next match that we have to talk about.
Let's do it.
Unfortunately, for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch defending the title against AJ Lee.
Just give the fucking title to AJ and call it a goddamn day. I'm sick of this shit.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I'm sick of this,
Saturday.
Grandpa. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of digging my goddamn holes.
Would you rather give AJ the title on Saturday?
Yeah.
Than give it to her at WrestleMania?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I feel like Becky Lynch is gonna do some sneaky shit. Maybe somebody helps Becky Lynch or whatever, and who else in WWE on the women's side dislikes AJ Lee as much as Becky Lynch does?
Natty Neidhart hates everybody right now.
I could see that.
Yeah, I say Natty Neidhart hates everybody right now, and she's been in cahoots with Becky and fucking Maxine Dupree. So I mean, who the fuck's an AJ Lee?
Yeah, Natty eliminated Becky from the Rumble.
I know.
I'm not gonna be as hard on this as most people are. Most people are saying this is the worst.
I'll hear you out.
Television that WWE's had or whatever.
It has.
I think Becky Lynch, she's doing the best work of her career, and the best thing on this fucking planet. The best thing on this planet is waking up at 4:00 in the morning. Going to take a piss and then just fucking opening Twitter real quick and seeing fucking Becky Lynch fucking just going on a fucking rants at like one of the media outlets. It's just absolutely fucking hysterical.
Oh, her media work is great,
bro. It's the if
but
you don't
the
have
shit
the
that she
Twitter
did, but you do live watch-alongs on your channel every Monday for Monday Night Raw, correct?
Yep.
So you're telling me that her shit that she's been doing the last couple weeks on Monday Night Raw has been good?
I think she's been doing good work.
It's good shit.
Has it been
come on, you're better than
fantastic? Has it been fantastic? No. But I love
you need to go back in time and watch some of her work before when she had a chip on her shoulder, because that was the best version of Becky Lynch. Same with AJ Lee. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to these two. The biggest fall off I have seen on the face of the earth
that he has ever seen.
I blame
I really thought that we were going to be cooking with AJ Lee.
I blame that on AJ Lee.
I blame it on both, because guess what? It takes two people to dance.
Yes, but fucking bro, when you're trying to have a feud and trying to build up a story with somebody that's only made 3 appearances since she returned back in fucking October.
Yeah, no, it doesn't help. But also Becky Lynch's cringy fucking promos don't help either, because we have seen Becky cut promos before, and she definitely could talk. So why is she sitting there stuttering? Why is she sitting there just being cringe, trying to be like her husband? Why? We don't need that. She was better when she was being the man. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I just feel like overall with AJ Lee, I do agree with you, Danny, when it comes to her returning, coming and going. That doesn't help. I think in the Royal Rumble, it would have benefited her entering it and eliminating Becky Lynch. Give us a reason to get behind this match.
I agree 100%.
But I don't know what it is. Both of these women on the microphone have completely lost it. And I really
absolutely
don't know what happened.
AJ
Yeah,
lost her
AJ's
fucking
first
magic there.
promo back.
AJ
AJ's
really
first
has,
promo
but
back.
Becky also has lost shit too.
AJ's first promo back was all about fucking mental health and mental health awareness. And like, yes, I do
Okay,
understand that's a big
that's
deal.
fine for her first promo,
But
but
like,
now
come
we
on,
need to
bro.
focus on building storylines here.
Like,
Yeah.
Building
like,
a match. A
I wanna
WWE
be
Elite that has
entertained.
4 matches on the card.
I want to be entertained. I don't want to be reminded that half the world is fucking psychotic. I want to
Yeah.
be entertained. You know,
Well,
WWE
who
is
we
sitting
got
on
winning?
a lot of people.
I
Ooh,
got
this is a
Becky
good
Lynch.
one.
I got Becky Lynch winning.
I got
And
Becky Lynch
AJ
winning,
Lee
too.
is not from Chicago. Why does everybody say that's her hometown? She's from fucking Jersey. I said
Okay.
this
I
on Raw
don't know.
Monday.
Okay.
Michael Cole's like, in her
Okay.
hometown.
Well,
It's not-
she's lived there for like the last 15 years, Danny.
Do you see the poster,
So what?
Danny?
So it's her hometown now.
Bro, man, it's not her hometown.
Hey, she raised Larry in Chicago.
Yeah. She didn't raise it in fucking New Jersey.
You can't argue with that.
It's not her hometown, bro.
I
Just 'cause
don't
you
think
marry- just because you marry somebody.
Don't
And they
listen to
even
Aaron
live in
Lewis.
Chicago.
Give
They
your
don't
point.
even- they don't even live in Chicago anymore. They live in LA.
No, they don't. They live
Yes,
in
they
both.
do.
They commute, dog.
they have 2 houses, bro.
They have
One
2
in
fucking
LA,
houses.
one in Chicago.
They spend 90% of their time in LA. Trust me.
Yeah, because fucking one of them's a writer.
Or a
Oh my
author.
God. Oh my God. Who do you have winning, Donnie? Fuck.
All right, well, this is tough because I could see AJ Lee winning the championship and then losing at Mania, but then again, I have to go Becky Lynch because I don't think AJ Lee deserves it. She's been giving us crap.
Yeah, she's definitely a ghost of her former self, both in the ring and on the mic.
Shell of her former self.
Yeah. But yeah, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, so I am gonna have to go with Becky. I think we're all in agreement here.
Yeah.
It looks like Josh
I don't
Show
want-
has AJ Lee.
I don't want AJ Lee winning, especially if she's
doesn't
not
deserve
gonna
it.
be there all the time.
Yeah,
So,
no, I'm sick of part-time champions.
I'm hoping if she does win at WrestleMania, maybe she'll get done with all her side shit and she'll actually move forth a
No.
little bit of effort.
No, get her away from the title.
Who?
Should
AJ
we-
Lee?
AJ Lee needs to work from the bottom and get her reps back in the ring, dude. Why are we exposing her? This is what's happening. This is why right now she is doing some of the worst work because she has not wrestled in over 10 years. 10 fucking years. And we're immediately putting her against one of the most popular WWE women wrestlers right now. Honestly,
Okay.
they should be having her work with Meechin, B-Fab, have her work from the bottom and work her way up.
Bro, Meechin and
That's how
B-Fab are
you
like
get
bottom of the
better.
fucking barrel.
But that's how AJ can get her footing back in the business. But yeah, we're all in agreement with Becky Lynch. Danny like that one. All right, well, let's move on to our next match here, which honestly, I think we're all excited about this one because there is a lot of different scenarios that could happen here, even though we do know who's winning. It is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk will be defending the title against Finn Balor.
It's gonna be a good match, and it's good to see Finn standing on his own again for fucking once and not being a part of fucking Judgment Day or having any kind of outside interference. Like, it's nice to hear his old song too, which is already the strong indicator he's turning face and he's getting everything back.
Yep.
But it's gonna be a good one. I think I would have liked it more if, like, well, actually no, that's something I'd want him to save for Mania for a main event match. I always say bring out
All
the demon,
demon,
but not right
baby.
now.
Saving
Not
him for
now.
Mania
Not
against
now.
Dom.
Yeah.
Save
Yeah.
it for Dom.
It's been years at this point. Yeah. I think he's got more chance of becoming IC champion before he does heavyweight, and I think then from there we're gonna build to the main event a little bit more.
Yep.
I think before he's done, he's gonna hold a world championship again. I
Yes,
don't think
he
that
is.
he's gonna be. I don't think that he's not going to. I think ultimately this is gonna be the real first showing of like Finn Balor again. You know, coming back to Finn Balor. So, I'm not expecting anything great. Realistically, if I'm being completely honest, I think that this is just going to be a really good match, and it's going to further the story for Finn in his redemption arc for 26. But other than that, I got CM Punk winning, so figured just give you my whole thing.
All right.
I agree with you. I do definitely think that CM Punk is going to be walking out champion, especially with like the way that they've been hyping up, you know, Roman versus Punk and the promo that we saw a couple weeks ago, whatever. They're not just going to fucking not do that match. So I do think Punk is gonna win. And here's how I think the ending is gonna play. I think Punk's gonna win, obviously, you know, GTS 1, 2, 3. And I feel like Judgment Day are going to attempt to jump CM Punk. In the process of that, because remember, we had that little face-to-face with Dominic and Finn backstage on Monday, and Finn was like, why don't you do it yourself, Dominic? Take some responsibility, accountability, Dominic. So they're going to jump CM Punk. Finn is going to be watching from the sidelines, and Dominic and JD are going to look over to Finn and be like, are you going to get in on this? Finn's going to get out of the ring and walk away. It's going to slowly lead to Finn Balor leaving Judgment Day. You know, it's going to be a process heading into WrestleMania. WrestleMania, we're going to be getting Finn and Dom. And, you know, that's what I think is going to happen.
So I do want to ask you real quick. So you think that their involvement is not going to happen during the match, but it's going to happen after when CM Punk does beat Finn?
Mm-hmm. Because Finn's going to want to do it by himself. He thinks that he can beat Punk by himself.
So I think I have the opposite approach here. So I do think CM Punk obviously is going to retain the championship because there's way too much money to be lost if we don't get CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 42. But here's what I do think is going to happen. I do think that the Judgment Day, JD and Dirty Dominic Mysterio, they are going to come out, and when Finn Balor has it won, they are going to put CM Punk's foot or something on the rope, similar to what they did with Damian Priest and Finn Balor. And I think that that's what's going to happen because I think Dirty Dom and JD, they already have their minds made up with what's happening. They're turning on Finn Balor, and they're going to cost him the World Heavyweight Championship. And I think that that's what's going to lead to Dirty Dom versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship at Mania. And we're getting Demon Balor at Mania, and he's going to win the Intercontinental title. And we're finally going to get the booking that he should have had for years, which was the way they booked him in 2017. And I think eventually that could lead to a World Heavyweight Championship, like Ben was saying before he hangs it up. But I do think that it will happen during the match where they don't try to help Balor win, but they actually cost him.
Though I like your speculation, and I could definitely see that being a possibility.
Yeah, I can see what you said too.
I just feel like if you do it right away like that, I feel like it'll be too quick. I feel like if you have a slow burn over a couple weeks, because we have like almost a month and a half in between the Chamber to WrestleMania. So you got to have time to build, really flesh out that story. And if you just go right for Finn Balor is babyface and he's going to be feuding with Dominic, if you really hold that off until like have that match happen a month and a half later, instead of like doing it on like Raw or whatever, I just feel like people will get bored. So if you have a scenario, kind of like, remember when the Usos, I think they were jumping Sammy, and I think it was Jay. Or it was either Jay.
Oh, it was Jimmy. I do remember that because I think Ben and I did a reaction to that where Jay surprisingly
looked at what was happening, and then he just got out of the ring and walked away. He didn't want any part of it. I feel like we're gonna get another scenario here because I feel like you need to slowly build towards Finn Balor.
Yeah, plus Dirty Dom asked for Finn's help with the Penta match too, so I could also see that happening. But overall, like as long as we get the Judgment Day breaking up, with Finn Balor turning babyface, going for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania, I don't care what direction they go in, but I just hope that like it happens at Chamber. We need something to happen because this card is a little bit lackluster. But we all have to agree CM Punk is going to win the match, but it's going to be exciting to see what happens with the Judgment Day and Finn Balor. We could all agree on that.
100%.
All right, well, with that being said, let's get into our main event match, and that is the Men's Elimination Chamber match. The winner of this will go on to WrestleMania to face Drew McIntyre for his championship. Jey Uso versus Javon Evans versus Trick Williams versus Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I love all the new talent. I hate the outcome. Because I have a fucking feeling who's going to fucking win. And I fucking hate it. Because, nobody wants to see him anymore, dude. Put him back in the mid-card for a little bit. Have him elevate other people. Make fucking other titles prestigious. God damn, dude.
I feel like I'm going to have a whole different take when it comes to this.
I don't want fucking Cody winning this shit, dude. I'm bored.
So here's the thing.
It's been Cody since 2022.
But here's the thing about Cody Rhodes, I will say. When he was holding the championship after beating John Cena at SummerSlam, I was over it. I did not give a fuck. But I don't know what it is about Cody Rhodes not being a champion and chasing the title. I actually really like it a lot. And I feel like
He
it's really helped
suffers from
Drew
Rey
McIntyre.
Mysterio syndrome, the underdog syndrome.
But
dude.
here's the thing, though. It's really helped Drew McIntyre's title run feel special.
Drew can also fucking trailblaze through fucking anybody.
But I will say this. I do wish Drew cost Cody in the triple threat match and Jacob Fatu won the chamber match.
Oh, I would love that, but Jacob's not even in it.
I know, which I do want to share my thought on that real
I have
quick.
a quorum, yeah.
So I do think that Cody Rhodes is going to win the chamber match. It'll be him versus Drew at WrestleMania. But because Nick Aldis said to Jacob Fatu last Friday, I'm going to make it up to you, I think he's going to give Jacob Fatu a match against Drew McIntyre, probably at like a Saturday Night Main Event or a special SmackDown episode. And then I think Drew McIntyre is going to win by disqualification, or he's going to lose by disqualification because he's going to try to get out of the match as easy as possible. And that's when all this will turn that into a triple threat. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania for the belt. I think that's how we get it.
Here's my scenario. And,
Randy's not in it.
I feel like Randy Orton's going to win the Elimination Chamber. I feel like somebody's going to get eliminated by Cody. The door is going to be open, so that individual can leave. That always usually happens. I feel like Drew McIntyre will be waiting in the wings. While the door is open, he's going to come in, Claymore, Cody, leave. The person that's in the ring with Cody at the same time pins him 1, 2, 3. Cody's eliminated. I do feel like Randy Orton's going to win the Elimination Chamber. But with everything that's been going on, Drew McIntyre cost Randy Orton the match against Aleister Black. He eliminated Cody Rhodes out of the Royal Rumble. He's been fucking with Jacob Fatu. I feel like Nick Aldis is going to see everything that's been transpiring. And he's gonna build and put together a fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania for the WWE title. Drew McIntyre defending against Randy, Jacob Fatu, and Cody Rhodes.
So I was really looking forward to you sharing your thoughts on this because when you said this in the group chat, I was ready to annihilate you in your opinion. But honestly, I wouldn't be upset if that happened because that would be a really cool little way to like build it up and turn it into a fatal 4-way. Like everybody thinks Cody Rhodes is going to win. You have McIntyre cost him in the chamber and then Randy Orton capitalizes on it.
And also
he goes on the media.
Time,
I wouldn't be upset about that.
At the same time, how we get Jacob Fatu's involvement besides everything that's been going on between him and Drew McIntyre and Cody, we end up finding out who really was the one that attacked Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, I wish that like we can already get to that because I feel like
kind of like almost kind of like a Naomi and fucking Liv Morgan and fucking Jade Cargill situation.
I feel like we're gonna be getting. They're mentioning it a lot more on commentary, so I feel like we're getting it. I feel like after the chamber, we're gonna work towards that.
That'd be cool.
So,
but I do think that like I will say like because I do want to talk about some of the other competitors in this match. It's unfortunate that Bronson Reed was supposed to win his qualifier match because this match could have definitely used the big guy.
That's the second time someone has broken one of their fucking ripped one of their muscles, fucking breaking up a goddamn pin. Like I hate it. Triple H, Bronson Reed, what the fuck?
It's the vision curse. Like everybody that's a part of the vision.
It's a stable curse, apparently. Fuck.
But like, man, I don't like the Jey Usos in it, but I understand why they had to do it because they weren't going to put El Grande Americano in there.
Fuck no.
It's obvious. But I do love Trick Williams and Javon Evans being in this match. I love Javon Evans in here, and I hope that they have a really crazy spot planned for him because he started to pick up a lot of momentum. And when he first got called up to the main roster, I'll admit it, I was wrong. I thought that he was going to be the one out of the 4 that got called up. He was going to get lost in the shuffle. But I think you and I, Ben, were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
And Javon Evans has done a great job getting over with the crowd. So I love that they're actually rewarding him and putting him inside the chamber.
He's gonna have the high spot.
Oh, for sure. And I'm glad Trick Williams is also getting rewarded too.
He's
I
gonna
hate
have
that
his
LA
own-
Knight
he's
is
gonna
in
do the
all these big matches, but wins none of them. I hate it.
I
I
hate it.
He's
hate
gonna
it.
do the-
It's a waste of spot.
Javon's gonna be doing the OG cutter.
It's not even a
off the
fucking
spot.
wasted spot. It's just like, dude, if you're gonna put him in there, make it meaningful. Fucking put a rocket ship on this fucking dude already. Shit, he's still over as fuck.
I don't understand it one bit. But I could also see them possibly doing a storyline with Trick Williams and Randy Orton because they have teased that a little bit during his like main roster call up. So maybe Randy eliminates Trick. Trick Williams costs Randy in the chamber because we do see a lot of angles like that, and that leads to a singles match at WrestleMania. And honestly, what better first WrestleMania match to have than with Randy Orton?
Yep, that'd be
That'd
dope.
be a great
see
way
that
to
happening,
expose
but-
Trick Williams.
I'm just going by what I see on TV, and Drew McIntyre cost Randy Orton the match against Aleister Black in the main event on SmackDown. Like, why did he have to? He didn't do that for any other reason. Like, I feel like Randy Orton's going to be involved with him, Cody, and Jacob.
But you see, I do think Drew McIntyre tries to get involved, and I think Jacob Fatu, before McIntyre can get inside that chamber, Fatu comes to the rescue and gets him out of the arena. But that's the thing I love about Drew McIntyre being champion, and I love that like he has his target on his back, just like MJF has in AEW with the world title, because there's so many scenarios that can happen. Like the Randy Orton thing, what you said is like that could happen. Cody Rhodes winning, I think, is probably the most likely thing that is going to happen at Chamber with Fatu getting involved in the triple threat match.
Mhm.
So like I love when like there's a champion and like you have your main event guys targeting them, because like we can actually sit here and have this conversation. And like the Randy Orton thing is not really far off. So that's the thing I like about all of this is really anything can happen. And that's why I'm so happy they made a decision to give the title to Drew, because he's done a great job with the belt.
I like the fact that like the chamber's stacked in a way. Like you have so many heavy hitters in there. It's not like you have Cody Rhodes with 3 or 4 mid card guys. Like you have Randy Orton in there, Cody Rhodes, you have Trick Williams, you have LA Knight. Like you have a lot of heavy hitters, and like you don't know what direction they really want to go with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That is true. But overall, who do we have winning this match?
likely Cody Rhodes because we're WWE don't know what the fuck to do with him.
Likely Cody, but my dark horse is definitely going to be Randy.
My dark horse is always LA Knight because I just want to see the fucking dude win for once. I want to see that dude finish his fucking story. Shit. One of us has to fuck.
LA Knight cannot main event WrestleMania unless it's against a Vision member.
Okay, end the fucking show right now. Give your fucking pick and end the show right now.
All right. Well, for my winner, I have to go Cody Rhodes, but I'm excited to see what they do here because I
Same.
do think the card is very predictable. Everything here is predictable with Chamber, but it's the outcomes. It's what we're going to get for WrestleMania.
They could throw a fork in the road.
That's the part that I'm excited about because you never know what's going to happen, and they could throw that fork on the road.
Yeah.
But is there any other predictions that you guys do have here before we close off this week's episode of the pod?
No, we covered
I
it
mean,
all.
I think we covered it. It's going to be fun. You're going to be live on the We Are Wrestling channel. I'm going to be live on my channel, so stop on by and hang out with us, man.
Absolutely.
dude.
And also to the Maniacs, next week for the Getting Put Over segment, it will be back, and we are going to be putting over Rhino. So
Yeah.
Danny and I will be taking that away. But hope you guys enjoyed.
Next week will be a
this
4.5 hour episode. I guarantee it.
Yep.
Because it's just me and you.
Well,
Yep.
usually with predictions, we have extra news to talk about.
Yeah.
And I know Janelle Grant had a whole statement thing, so
Nope.
we'll
I'm
probably
not
talk
fucking
about
doing
that
that.
next week on the show.
Nope,
Let's
not
take up
touching
on
that.
a vacation. You guys can cover that shit.
Cover that shit, dude. No,
Well,
no.
good thing that you're going to be gone the next couple weeks.
Yes.
But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of the pod. We had a very solid number here. We have 22 people, but I really hope that you guys are in the mood to chat next week because I feel like the live chat here.
Well, apparently a lot of our
viewers.
viewers are getting blocked from even being able to say anything. I have no idea. I don't know how to fix it, but we can't fix it from here. So
Wait, what's happening?
Alex Johnson's been trying to type shit in the chat for fucking God knows how long, but he can't. He's not blocked or anything. It's just a YouTube thing. YouTube's been a fucking dick. You can't fix it from StreamYard, dude, but it is
I
what
was
it is.
about to say, like, something was off here at the live chat. Okay, that's
Yeah.
wow. All right, well, hopefully next week YouTube gets their shit together because none of our notifications went out last Wednesday. Now we're dealing with live chat shit. Hopefully nothing else happens from here on out. Fix your shit, YouTube.
Yep.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, smash that like button now. You can always rewatch the show. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you are already. Recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now. Turn on the post notifications. If you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcast, you're probably honestly relieved that you're listening instead of trying to type stuff in. But guys, please give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download this episode and give us a follow. If you're not following We Are Wrestling over on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, go give us a follow on there for clips, reels. We also post stuff from other interviews, wrestling news, all that good stuff. Links down in the description box below. I'm going to let you guys now take it away. Plug your shit away.
I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube under the same names. After I get back from said vacation trip, we're doing a rebrand, so be on the lookout for that shit.
I'm so happy. I've
dude.
been trying to talk to you about doing a rebrand.
Yeah, dude.
It's happening. Love it.
Yeah, man. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on Instagram. You know, I'm inching towards 5,000 followers on IG, so I appreciate you guys. And subscribe to me on YouTube, Danny Huckins PW. And I go live every Monday, Friday, PLEs, pay-per-views. I'll be going live for AW Revolution. I'll be going live for the NXT PLE that's going to be coming up. And obviously this Saturday for the Elimination Chamber. So come on by, man. Hang out. It's a fun time.
And if you guys are into wrestling figures and toy hunts and all that cool stuff, reliving my nostalgic memories, I have a whole YouTube channel, Best One Donnie. You can go check that out. The links are below. You can also go to my merch store. Get yourself a Grind is Real shirt, available now on bonfire.com/best1brand. You could also go follow me over on my social media pages. I'm trying to grow on there. All the links are down in the description box below, including We Are Wrestling social medias and Pro Wrestling Tees, where you could get yourself a brand new We Are Wrestling is Unreal shirt. But Rage, I hope you have a great time in Ohio and LA. Danny,
See you guys later.
You're stuck with me in the cold next week here on the pod, next couple weeks actually. But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over.
Yeah, dude.
Peace.
Later.